working folk don't have a chance unless we organise. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on?
Well, welcome everybody for attending today, and also the speakers. Nick Franklin will do the introductions after I'm finished. For those who are not aware, the Blue Mountains Union Council is just a community-based group that we support unionism and we support other activities in the community that we think support unionism.
This is the 21st year of the Blue Mountains Union Council, and so we're maturing. And politics in the pub, this activity has always been one of our main activities. But this year also marks the 70th anniversary of the White Paper on full employment. And today it's an idea that's rarely discussed, but I'm guessing older members of this audience will remember a time when it was not just an idea, it was a reality. And I can actually remember in the early 1970s, when I was working in the ABC newsroom, there was a big story about how unemployment had gone up to 2%, and that was seen as shocking. So soon you'll be hearing from two of our speakers about how full employment was achieved once, how it was lost, and how it could be achieved again. But first, we're looking at one aspect of work that's extremely important to many people in the Blue Mountains, especially those who are employed casually and or on average or below average pay. We are, of course, talking about penalty rates. At the recent Winter Magic Festival, we had a stall in Katoomba Street, and you will know on the day 40,000 people poured down that street, and we asked people to sign a petition in support of penalty rates. We got 1,000 signatures on the day. And interestingly, we didn't have to persuade people to sign. Many people said things like, I know all about that. My daughter or my son depend on penalties. And yet, the payment of penalty rates seems under constant threat. And only this week I heard a business leader on the radio calling for something to be done about penalties. Well, our first speaker, Jane Grundy, knows all about penalties. She's a delegate for United Voice and works in the New South Wales Home Care Service, and her work takes her all over the Blue Mountains, and the nature of her work, caring for the aged and people with disabilities, means that she works all kinds of hours. In fact, in a way, we're lucky to have her here this afternoon, because quite often on a Saturday afternoon she'd be at work. Please welcome Jane Grundy.
Thank you. Well, hello everybody. It's great to be here. My name's Jane Grundy, and I'm really happy to meet other union people in the Blue Mountains. I'm a delegate with United Voice, specifically attached or seconded from home care at the moment. United Voice has a very broad coverage. You may have known about our former name, the Liquor, Hospitality and Miscellaneous Workers Union. I come from the MISO side, as the Liquor and Hospitality Division operates separately from Parramatta. We've got about 120,000 members, and United Voice is a union of workers organising to win better jobs, stronger communities, a fairer society and a sustainable future. Members work in a diverse range of industries, including aged care, cleaning, early childhood education and care, hospitality and manufacturing. United Voice members are the backbone of our community, working around the clock to ensure people are safe, cared for, educated, fed and entertained. A bit about me first. I'm a single parent with 2 kids at home, and I live down the road in Lyndon. It's great to come across other people in the mountains. It's worth noting that this is the first time that I've ever done anything like this, so I'm a bit scared. It's, you know, be kind to me, don't ask me too many hard questions. I'm also a home care worker. I'm employed by New South Wales Ageing Disability and Home Care, and I look after the elderly and disabled clients in the community, specifically in their homes. This care allows people to continue to live independently in their homes, and I've been doing this work for 16 years, so I've had a bit of practice. This work involves personal care, domestic assistance, and other services that the client requires. Really, what that boils down to is that you're an underpaid client advocate, a medical watchdog, and a sympathetic ear. We have to do a lot of stuff that is outside the rule book. For this, I'm paid a base rate full-time of about $23.43 an hour because I'm a grade 3 worker, which is more complex grade. That works out to be about $890.34 a week if you're working full-time. But most of us don't work full-time because we're restricted to contracts. Now, the contracts in home care are 30, 50 or 70-hour contracts. That's a fortnight, not a week. So if they work you right on your contract, you don't get a hell of a lot of money. So the penalty rates for us and weekend rates are really, really important. I have to be available from about 6 a.m. in the morning and I often work until 9 p.m. at night. Don't often do overnight shifts, but there are some sections of home care that do overnight care. Most of the shifts are split, and I often work early mornings and evenings and also weekends. So, I'll turn the page here. It's a good job, it's very rewarding. The job satisfaction in this caring sector is superlative because everybody's so grateful for everything that you do. I enjoy it, but it's not going to set me up for retirement because the wages aren't fantastic. The reason I'm talking to you today is to talk about Save Our Weekend campaign, which United Voice is running. About 30% of my income is under threat from the push to abolish penalty rates and weekend rates. During the week, if I work outside 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Friday, I receive a 25% loading on my wages. On Saturdays I get time and a half and a double time on Sunday. When I'm working during these times, it means that I'm not there with my family, especially my 27-year-old son who's on the autistic spectrum. So I've got kids at home that hardly ever see me. They come home and say, "Can you cook dinner tonight, Mum?" And I go, "I'm so tired, I really can't manage it," you know. So my weekend, generally speaking, looks like 3 split shifts a day. They can send me out for a 1-hour minimum job. Then I go back home, run around, do a few things, go back out again, so on, until the day ends. The care work that I provide means clients have quality care and can live independently in their own homes because the week doesn't stop for clients on a Friday. It's a 7-day-a-week job. And anybody in nursing, I know there's some people here in nursing, they'll appreciate that. AMBOs, everybody, we're all affected by this. So the 9 to 5 bit doesn't work. With the NDIS rolling out by 2018 and client-directed care, giving clients more choice about what they can have, this is going to change ours dramatically because people are going to be asking for things that we currently don't give them. So we could be dramatically affected by that. And the key point I want to make about the Save Our Weekend campaign, people talk about penalty rates as if they're an outdated allowance. That mainly affects hospitality workers. Well, that's not true. Penalty rates affect many, many workers and play a significant part in the economy. Our Prime Minister has described working weekends, early, late and on public holidays as a lifestyle choice. Well, that's a load of bullshit, we know that. United Voice members have said loud and clear in surveys and submissions that penalty rates are the difference between putting food on the table and paying the bills. What happens to our disposable income? We won't have any if they take all that away from us. How are we going to spend it up here in the Blue Mountains and support all the small businesses? So what can we do about it? Well, I've got a postcard here, which is this little postcard here, It would be really great if everybody signed one of these and I could take it back with me and we could register you in the system saying that you're supporting our campaign. There are those in business who claim that weekend rates are sending them broke. It's a flimsy claim for viable business, and the alternative would see more people working weekends and other unsociable hours for less money. How will anybody spend money on the weekends when they'll probably be busy working for the same hourly rate? So it's important to talk to local businesses too, as there are those who are supportive. I've got some shop window stickers if anybody's got a business and they want to stick one in their window to show support for the campaign. Just come and see me later on. Watch out for more to save our weekend as the campaign grows, because this is just really at the beginning at the moment. This is a vital campaign, one that matters especially to low-paid essential service workers. But in the end, it matters to everybody. And really, I haven't come across anybody that isn't going to be affected by it. So please get on board to save our weekend. Now, I just want to give you some weekend rate facts. 1.86 million award workers have weekend rate allowances in Australia. The overall impact of taking weekend rates out of the economy is overwhelmingly negative. McKell Institute research indicates that New South Wales would lose up to $111 million if weekend rates are cut, in particular in rural and regional areas, and they're doing it tough already. The Essential Research Survey in January 2015 indicated that 81% support for weekend rates. 97% of Australians polled by Galaxy think that the weekend is important to families. I'd rather be at home with my kids and working my bum off every weekend. The minimum wage is $656.90 per week, or $17.29 per hour. Now, we did have a bit of a survey going a while back, and out of that survey I've got a couple of quotes for you. These are from members of United Voice. This particular person is Anita, these are all from New South Wales. She said, "I work late night, which means I'm sacrificing my family time. Cutting pay rates will disadvantage many families, result a poor society." Lynn from New South Wales said, "If you take the penalty rates out of weekends, I'm not going to work." Sorry. Amanda also stated, "Family time on weekend is given up. Penalty rates are needed as Saturday and Sunday employers take advantage of employees." Prashant of New South Wales, "We sacrifice our valuable weekend and night time away from our family just so that we can pay our bills and have food on our table. Without that, we will be struggling. Please do not cut penalty rates." And lastly, Kay from New South Wales. She's in my group. "I am 68 years of age and still in the workforce and have worked since I was 14 years old. I am disgusted in this Liberal Party's treatment of the workers of Australia. Did they not learn from former Liberal governments? Do not mess with the working class." And that's it, guys. Thank you.